Good evening, friends. So this is the next session on DTUtil. The last session that I had taken was on DTExec, which was to execute the packages that you have developed through bits. In this session, what I am going to cover is a utility, again a command prompt, a utility for SQL Server integration services. Once your packages are developed and you would want to move them from one server to across to a folder, or from a folder or a physical location to a server, the SQL Server allows integration services allows you to have and use a command prompt utility, that is DTUtil, to move and manage your SQL Server integration packages. So in this session we are going to see and learn DTUtility and know the various options available for transporting our packages from one platform or one physical location to a server, and vice versa. Before I start, I would just want to show the exe of both the versions. As for the DTExec, DTUtil also has the 32-bit and the 64-bit utility, and this is the path where you would find your 32-bit exe, and the 64-bit will be available to you in this path. So moving on, we'll start to learn how do we manage and transport our packages. To do so, what I have done is created a new empty folder, MSDB2, in my subdirectory of integration packages, integration services server engine, and these packages, these are all the packages which are stored in the MSDB databases. Now let's start to use the command prompt. What we are going to see first is the exist clause, if the package currently exists or not. To do so, what we write is, we write DTUtil and specify the option where we are going to see or search the package for. We say SQL Server, and then we say the package name, utility, and say, so this is going to check for us if the package exists or not and return the message. So this says the package exists, that means this package here exists for us. The next is the option that we are going to see if, supposing you are trying to search this through on another server. I mean, this option uses your inherent Windows authentication credentials that from which you have logged on to. But in case you are trying to look upon any other server with some SA user ID passwords, what is the code that you will write? You would say source user SA source password and you would say this is my SA account's user ID password. So this will check for the package on the server with this credentials. The next is, if we are trying to look for a package in the file system, what is it that we are going to write? So in that case, the option would be file and not let me close this. So we are going to look for this package in this path. The double quote indicates that you might have spaces. To treat the spaces in between, we use a double quote and then point to the directory, execute utility here, and we see space. So the package, I think, execute utility. Okay, I got that. You have to specify the complete DTSX for whenever you are using the file system, so it will return the package exists. Now going back, this was the exist clause. Next, if we are trying to copy a SSIS package from one location to another, that is from file system to SQL to file, and from one server to another, what are the commands that we are going to write? Let's take a look. DTUtil, we say SQL utility, and then we say the destination server that we are going to copy it to. Since I have one version of integration services installed on my machine, I'll just try to copy it to the new folder location that I have created. So I'm going to copy from one server to on the same server, destination server, and I say MSDB 2. Now if you look, you have a new package which has been copied. So you specify the destination server, and this is your local inherent server from which from the machine that you have logged on, or you're running the DTUtil. If you wish to copy from a source server to another, you would say you would specify the source server as a sources, and then say destination server. Now the next is, if we are trying to copy a file, a package from a file location or directory location to a destination server, what is the command that we are going to write? Util, we say file, and then we specify the path. Utility DTSX, remember that, I missed that last time, and we say destination server sing, we say copy please, and then we say SQL, since this is a server that we are copying to, MSDB 2 slash okay, let's call that. Alright, now if you check, we've got that. The next option is when you're just trying to copy from a file location to a file location. What would you specify? Let's look at that. From a file location, we are just copying to another file. We are simply going to say, I've created another folder within this just to make sure that we copy it here. see where did we make a mistake when we call it. Okay, we have to remove the server. Why have we specified the server here? That's the mistake. Perfect. So as you can see, you have another file copied. So this is the copy command for you. The next is, if we are trying to delete, what is the command that we are going to write? Let's clean this up first. For delete, we say DTUtil SQL DB2, and we say, what do we have? exe util. Perfect. And then we simply put delete. Now if you see, the package is deleted. The next is, if you are trying to delete a package with a user ID credentials, what is it that you would say? So in that case, source user SA, source password, let me perfect. So we have cleaned the folder entirely, right? That's it. And if you are trying to delete something kept in your file system, what is it that you're going to write? Well, we say DTUtil file paste, and we say perfect. The file was deleted. So that's delete for you. The last and the important one is to move a file. That is kind of a cut paste that you do. So in that case, what is it that you're going to write? So in that case, let's see, from a file to file cut paste, how would you do? DTUtil, we say file okay, let me bring this files here. Right. We'll put this thing back. So paste, we say dt.dtsx, and then say move please file. So folder, we can rename it the way we want. DSX. So if you see, the package is moved and the name is also being updated. The next is, if you are trying to deploy, if you are trying to move a package from a path util to a SQL Server box, what is it that you're going to write? File abc.dtsx, and then we say move SQL xyz dot d. Simply say xyz because it's a SQL, so we do not have to specify the extension. Now let's go and take a look. Has our xyz package arrived? Yes, it has. Perfect. So the next option would be to move our package from SQL Server, from one SQL Server to another. How would we do it? Util, we say SQL xyz, or let's say execute utility sources cache of sync user SA password, and then we say move it please SQL MSDB 2, and then we say destination package. See, this is from a server to a server. Cache of sync destination the second destination is actually the server and the password. User cache of sync, sorry, we'll use the SA account, then we'll say since I have only one server, I'm simply giving the same server's name in the source and the destinations also. So what we have in here, please take a look, is we are using the DTUtil. We say we are going to copy a package from one server to another. The package name is move a package from one server to another, that is execute utility package from the server cache of sync with the user ID SA and the password, move it to another server with the name again cache of sync. You could give any other destination's name and the user ID password you wish to. So it would get copied with the name dest package in the destination environment. Okay, there you are. What was the error? I think we missed the password. Yes, the password was incorrect. Okay, as you see, the package has been moved. So the package execute utility has been moved in the destination package. So that was it, friends. The DTUtil is a command prompt utility which helps you to move around your packages from one source. It allows you to check for exists, delete, move, copy. The other is also to encrypt, but I think the next article we'll be looking at the package protection level, where we'll see how we can execute a package which has been encrypted, and how we can recover a package which has been encrypted. Till then, thanks a lot.